Alright, so... why don't we now talk to Sloth and Blout individually?
I don't need to talk to Sloth at the moment.
Oh, okay. What about Blout?
Hello, Blout.
Willy Burr!
Willy Burr! And you're really gonna vote for Van
Are
Buren?
you really sure you want to vote for Van Buren?
Are you sure?
Little woman with big hair knows what's what. Has lots of gold and lots of success.
And you believe that if she's elected, you'll get the same?
Sure, promise.
Fine. But I think the little guy is better off with Archmage Alistair.
Hmm?
Me not little. And when Blout's soon rich and powerful, little people shouldn't take away his money.
Okay. You know, I used to work in a pub too.
Before I became a mage, I worked in a dwarven inn in the White Ridge Mountains.
You have stupid boss too.
I am not stupid.
Poor Sloth.
Blout always have to work much more than Sloth.
That's because you're so clumsy. We do the same amount of work. I might even do a little bit more.
In too much work. No free time.
Bye, Blout.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye. I love Blout. Just love talking to him. Let's see. The stairs.
Hopefully I can sleep in my own bed tonight. A bed here at the inn would overtax the contents of my wallet.
Probably so. A converted role-playing machine? Oh, yeah, it is. It's the machine from the first game. They've just mounted
Master Marcus and Bill eventually had
that
enough
boar
of this
head on
strange
there.
role-playing apparatus. I thought Master Marcus had outgrown his love of fantasy worlds, but now there's a live role-play. I'm worried about him. Eventually, he might spend all of his time in his fantasy role-play world of bicycles, tax returns, microwaves, and branded soft drinks, and forget the real world entirely.
Obviously, a huge joke about the people who just spend countless hours playing World of Warcraft and such. Alright, let's look at this jacket that we mentioned, that we talked to Zloff about before.
The jacket belongs to a protester. It has several patches and a badge pinned on the front.
Oh,
No
wait.
one noticed.
Okay, we'll just take the badge. The King of Thieves,
He
Remy.
looks tired. I think the election campaign and the current situation in the town are really taking their toll on him.
I'm sure it is. Let's talk with Remy. Hey, buddy.
Hello, Remy.
If it isn't the magic school's new star professor. How was your first day, Wilbur?
Well, my first day was really, well, it's probably not one I'd prefer to talk about. It was, you know what? Don't ask.
Please don't ask.
But I am asking. You are
Oh.
my friend, and you look far from happy. What's wrong?
What's wrong? Well, Headmaster Block is being very mean to me.
Headmaster Block is very mean to me. He gives me loads of difficult tasks.
All of which you've solved, knowing you.
Yes,
Well,
but then he gives me new tasks that are even more difficult. And even if I worked through the night, I still couldn't finish them all. No one could.
Interesting and curious. If he wanted to represent you as the Archmage's bad choice, then he wouldn't have given you exercises that are clearly impossible. People would realize what kind of game was being played, and the trick would backfire. Did you notice anything else?
let's see. I did see something suspicious.
Yes. I surprised Headmaster Block in the staff room as he was rummaging through a desk drawer. But he was startled when I spoke to him, like I caught him doing something.
He didn't want you to see him fiddling around in his own desk drawer.
Interesting, isn't it?
At first there was the unsolvable exercises, and now the desk drawer. Something's not right.
That's what I think too.
You look very strung out, Remy.
You don't look all that happy yourself. Tough day.
Tough week. I'm worried about the Archmage's safety. The situation in the town is explosive. He was heckled on the street while checking up on a field hospital down there. But it was just some wound-up idiots. I'm worried about the one assailant who has enough brains, resources, and volition.
Someone, like Headmaster Block.
Hard to imagine, but it can't be ruled out. We need more information.
Alright. I bumped into the council leader Van Buren again.
The council leader was standing up by the new lottery drum, dictating tomorrow's edition of the Lookout to a reporter.
Yes, she has the Lookout under her thumb. She's a horrible piece of work. Ambitious, stubborn, and unscrupulous. A dangerous combination. Comes from a humble background, but got her feet under old Van Buren's table. Tried to persuade him to do all sorts of new business deals and start a career in politics. Many say he died so young because he finally wanted to be left in peace.
How did she end up as the Archmage's most promising challenger?
The Archmage doesn't want the most important posts in government to go automatically to the richest citizens anymore, but rather to the most competent people, chosen by the people.
And of course the nobility and the merchants don't like that one bit.
They were seething when they found out about it, but there was nothing they could do to start with. The Archmage was too popular, untouchable. But then along came Sybil Van Buren, and she had a plan. The election was to be approved and set for 1 year's time. 1 year in which she put up obstacles in the Archmage's way and sabotaged his politics in any way she could. Her only aim was to make him look bad. By the gods, how I'd load it if she succeeded.
Alright. Do you think the Archmage can win the election?
We will win the election, right? The Archmage, I mean.
Van Buren has used all her resources. They're powerful, rich friends with important posts at the Seastone Lookout. The only newspaper left in town. Simple slogans, simple solutions, patriotism and resentment. She tells the people what they want to hear. And yet, the Archmage will win the election. Every vote for the council leader and her cronies is a vote too many. But stupidity amongst the voters had not prevailed yet.
Alright, well why doesn't the Archmage expose the leader of the council?
Why doesn't the Archmage defend himself more aggressively against the council leader? Why doesn't he just tell everyone about her scheming?
He wants as many people as possible to take part in solving our problems. He doesn't want there to be two sides at each other's throats. But I don't know if it will work. People are starting to accept the conditions. They blame everyone and everything, and they don't even try to change anything anymore. I asked the Archmage about it. You know what he said? He's comfortable having things stay as they are. That's why many favor it. Progress requires effort. What kind of world would it be if there was glaring injustice and everyone put up with it just because change takes too much effort?
Huh.
But hey, I'm just a rat.
What, people don't want to work for change? There's some people who actually don't want to do that? Who don't want to, put in some effort to, make some kind of change around here? No. There's no people like that out there. None at all. So what are we going to do about Headmaster Block's strange behavior then?
So what do we do now? Keep an eye on Headmaster Block and see what happens?
So near the elections. A supporter of the council leader behaving suspiciously in the vicinity of the Archmage. No, too risky. We can't wait.
So you're going to have a look for yourself?
Phew, I'd like to, but perhaps that's precisely their plan. An officially unofficial employee of the Archmage sniffing about
Officially
in the office
unofficial.
of one of his political opponents.
Wouldn't be good if word got out. A first-rate scandal. But what about a teacher looking for a form in the staff room? A teacher who is in the school because the headmaster has given him tasks to be done.
Normally I would try to discourage you.
Huh.
But the Archmage is visiting the school tomorrow. If his opponents are planning something, we have to expose them tonight.
I'll do it. I'll have a look around and get back to you if I discover anything.
All right, but be careful, Wilbur.
I'll have to go back to the school. The Magic Slate recommended I build a golem. What do you think of that?
Archmage Alistair gave me a magic slate.
That's just like him. He likes magical playthings.
That's not all. The slate advised me to build a golem to help me with my work.
A golem?
They're very strong, so it could help me with a lot of my work.
Yes, but I was thinking of something else. Think about it. We agree the Archmage is the most powerful living wizard.
Of course.
No one could touch a hair on his head with a magical attack. But brute force, a stone to the head, a knife in the ribs.
That could be a possibility.
But now imagine that he had a bodyguard, a big chap, hard as stone.
You mean me?
You mean me? Sure, I've grown a bit, but I don't feel that powerful, and I'm not that tough.
He doesn't mean you, Wilbur.
No. I mean a golem.
Ah, okay. I get it.
Even a troll wouldn't get past a golem. Best of all, golems are absolutely loyal. They simply cannot help but follow their master's commands.
And if I order it to defend the Archmage with its life,
Then that's exactly what it'll do, and no one would get past it.
that sounds fantastic.
Can you manage that? Building a golem and bringing it to life?
I don't
I'll
know.
sure try, at any rate.
I'll try, but
I'll do it
I
and
don't
complete
know if
the
I can.
headmaster's stupid tasks first, and then guard the Archmage.
The headmaster and the council leader have come up against the wrong gnome.
Oh, thanks, Remy.
Then let's not waste any time. I'll build a golem bodyguard for the Archmage and have a look around the headmaster's office.
Good idea. And let me know as soon as you find anything peculiar. No heroics, Wilbur Weathervane.
I'll be
No
careful.
promises.
I'll go back underground. I want to find out about the dark magic the Archmage has been sensing for days.
Good luck. You
And off he
Van
goes.
Buren will not succeed with your plan. You may have great and powerful friends, but the Archmage has small and cleverer ones. Remy left his class. There's a mark. It says 2CL beside it. For most people, that's just a little sip. But for a rat, that's a fair amount of booze, I guess.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, I can take it? Okay, sure. Alright, let's, why don't we see if we can talk with, Headmaster Block. Oh, hold on a second. Postcard.
Swingin' Seastone, the town that never sleeps. This postcard was clearly sent before the war. Even the Mage School Tower is in its proper place.
Oh, we can take the postcard. Okay, sure. Huh? It can let me... what?
I can't enter the upper town, the gate's locked.
Oh, is this like a fast travel thing? Oh, that's kind of cool.
The thing makes a good fireplace, and the boar's head from the old inn looks good there too. I must say that overall, I really like this pub.
Yeah, it's
I
not
hope that in
bad.
a few days I can celebrate the election victory here with Remy and the Archmage.
Oh, what a celebration that would be. A notice.
Sheet of paper with lots of paragraphs in small type. It says licensing law at the top. Rules for different drinking games, maybe.
Huh.
Article 1, paragraph 1. Drink with sense. If sense is not available, drink without.
I have a
And
feeling
here,
there's some people that'll be
Article
like,
6,
yep, that
paragraph
makes
5.
sense to me.
The feeding of mugwise after midnight is expressly forbidden. That makes sense. Article 14, paragraph 2. The host is not required to serve vampires. This seems to be a long list of rules that apply to inns and their guests. How practical.
Very
This
practical.
way you can check at any time to ensure that any freewheeling party still conform to local ordinances. That's one less worry.
Look at all that gold he's got.
Headmaster Block seems to be counting gold. Lots of gold. I wonder where he got it.
Good question. Let's ask
Hello,
him.
Headmaster Block.
Weathervane, haven't you got things to attend to at school?
Oh, you mean all those ridiculous tasks that you
Sort of
gave
still
me?
on the job. I'm just getting some tools from the town.
Fine. I have to admit that your performance today did not disappoint me.
I'm
Really?
sorry?
I didn't expect anything.
Oh.
Thus, I was neither surprised nor disappointed that your
Oh.
results do not look good when compared to those of a qualified specialist.
Oh, gee, thanks. The problems that you gave me are impossible.
I think that you're unfairly giving me difficult tasks just so I can fail at them, and then you have an excuse to get rid of me.
Oh, I could get rid of you with very simple tasks, Weathervane.
Excuse me?
It's not your fault. You shouldn't have been put in a position in which you are confronted with tasks that are beyond your schooling and your abilities.
Ugh. I feel like that's a bit of an insult. What exactly are you doing?
What are you doing there, if I might ask? Surely you can't earn that much gold as a school headmaster, right?
Of course not. The gold is for the council leader's election campaign.
What?
I'm her party treasurer.
You're her treasurer?
People want the council leader to win the election very badly.
Of
Wow.
course. They see their donation as an investment in the future, and they know how to make a difference.
Well, now we clearly know that he's
I'll be expecting
supporting
you
her.
tomorrow after the opening ceremony for a staff appraisal meeting. So we can talk about your performance.
Very well.
Whoopee. Wow.
Mike Golem and I are going to show you.
All that gold for her campaign, and he's her treasurer. Wow. All right, then. All right, let's step outside, because there were some things I actually did not take the time to take a look at out here. For example, let's look down.
The houses in Seastone are pretty cramped together. And down there somewhere there's a city made of tents and boards. The Archmage is working hard to give people hope after the devastation of the war.
By the way, look at the sign over here on the right. Look up there. I love that one half of it is by Zloff, who's like, oh, this is a absolutely very proper sign. And then the other half is, I drew this, it looked good. Oh, Blout. Way too funny. Let's see, a bucket.
Someone has put a bucket of water next to the fire pit. Security isn't normally a priority in Seastone. But with all these wooden houses, I'm glad to see an exception.
Okay.
The water in the bucket's frozen to ice.
Fireplace.
Usually citizens and visitors to the inn warm up by the fireplace on cold nights. Paper, wood, everything's here, except for someone looking to warm up.
Okay.
Usually citizens and paper.
Alright,
The water in the bucket's...
Am I supposed to melt the water? Is there something in my inventory that can help do that? Huh. A bag of silver. Oh,
A
I can
small
use my
fire
wand to
starter,
light the
huh?
fire.
Ignifaxius ignisfero.
Oh, there we go. Alright.
The water in the fire is warm and bright, a welcome respite on a cold night.
Okay. Can I somehow move the, or do I just leave that burning for a while? Alright, let's, the barricade.
The first and most impressive barricade I've ever seen.
Do you hear the barricade singing the song of angry men? Come on, you guys know what this has got to, that's got to be referring
The
to that.
protesters took everything they could find and piled it up to make a huge wall. No one is getting through without a troll.
That's the first barricade I think of. The hatch.
This looks like a hatch.
Like a hatch you can use to talk to people on the other side?
Hello?
Aloha.
Oh.
Are you talking to the enemy?
Who are
Who
you?
are you?
My name is...
If you tell an agent of the government our real names, you'll endanger the entire
Oh
organization.
gosh.
What do you want to call us?
It's these kinds of people. Oh man.
My name is John. No, Paul. Next to me is J-Stop.
Your name is
Jay.
Paul? But you're a woman.
Don't judge
Gender
Wilbur.
is just one of the fictions indoctrinated
Oh
by the
my
patriarchal
gosh.
society.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Oh, Wilbur. Oh, Wilbur. He is so innocent and naive. It's both adorable and completely sad at the same time. Oh, I didn't know that. So, what are you protesting for? Oh, gosh, I'm probably going to regret this question.
What are you protesting about then?
We're protesting against exploitation, against discrimination, against poverty, and against the destruction of the environment.
Wow, those are all important issues. What do you plan on doing?
We're already doing something.
We are demanding that things change.
Oh, yeah,
We've
that's
made a
going to work.
petition.
And
Oh, yeah,
we're
those
putting
always
together
work.
A list of demands.
We're still working on the wording. Problems with the neutrality guidelines.
Pretty sure
How far
Van
have we got?
Buren does not
Dear
care.
brothers, stroke sisters in arms, other forms of resistance are available. Fellow countrymen, countrywomen, country transsexuals, country gender non-conformists.
Oh my gosh.
Getting back to the whole making a change thing.
If you want to make a difference, you can write like on a piece of paper. and pass it through the hatch.
Oh my
Then
gosh.
everyone will know you support our cause.
Wilbur, just walk away from the barricade right now. Just walk away. One of your people is in jail, right, Mr.
I
X?
talked to a prisoner in the upper town. He's one of yours, isn't he?
A victim of the state's power. Our first martyr.
He's not dead yet.
Oh my
And
gosh.
if you got the cake, he'll be back with us soon.
The cake? Cake? Wait, that's what he was doing, was trying to get some cake for you guys? So who will you support in the election?
If you're for justice and change, you'll probably be voting for Archmage Alistair, right?
The election's a joke. One corrupt politician replacing another. And behind the scenes, it's always the same people pulling the strings.
Why am I not surprised that's
That
their
may be true of
response?
the council leader, but the Archmage...
Big man has got them eating out their hands.
Exactly. The magic industrial multinational that was responsible for the war.
So
Oh
you're
man.
entering your own candidate?
That's pure daft. There's no point. We're doing the only thing that will lead to success. We're protesting.
I feel like there's a message here. As if this game is trying to get across some kind of message. I can't imagine what that would be, though.
Maybe I can pass on some of your demands to the Archmage, and we can see what can be done.
We demand that no one in Avantasia should ever be poorer than average.
Here it comes.
Isn't that mathematically impossible?
Not at all. If every resident got exactly the same amount of gold, then no one is poorer than the average.
But if everyone gets the same amount of gold without having to do anything for it, why would anyone bother to earn the gold in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Only someone who belongs to the rich elite could ask something like that.
Oh my gosh, Wilbur. Like I said, just walk away from these crazy people. Did you build the barricade?
Did you build the barricade?
Aye, that's right.
Do you like it?
It's beautiful.
It's not
But
bad.
it kind of blocks the whole street, doesn't it?
That's the point,
We're
Wilbur.
gonna dry you lot out till you give us what we want.
But the upper town is supplied by airships.
Yeah.
We won't move an inch until you stand starving and freezing before
He
us.
just said that's not gonna
Well,
happen.
We've got plenty of food. And if my rabbit sheep didn't always take my bed, I wouldn't freeze either.
I told you it doesn't work like that.
We're protesting here, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Because of course they don't want to bother listening to reason or logic.
Everything all right in the lower town?
Couldn't be better. The fire of protest is stoking up hell. People are being drawn closer together by a common noble goal.
Oh man.
And because of a lack of space.
Wisht.
Why did you set up the barricade here and not at the gate? That would have given you loads of extra space.
And the inn would have been on our side too.
Our barricade is more visible this way. The elite should quake at the sight of our resolve.
Nope.
I don't think they're doing that.
Not at all.
You're clearly trying to drive a wedge between us.
Ugh.
See? The fat cats are trying to sabotage us. They're afraid. That's a good sign.
Have to be going.
May
Have
the
to be going.
protest never end.
Oh my goodness. Just walk away, Wilbur. Just walk away. Let's see. Look at the drain again.
When Seastone was almost a ghost town at the end, but since Remy became head of intelligence,
Oh, okay. So never mind. I thought that was a repeat of something.
this cart's been here a long time. Strange it wasn't used for either the temporary tent city or the barricades.
Let's go back up to the gate area. Oh! Well, well. If it isn't the jerk boy who caused trouble in my class earlier today.
Terrible boy from class.
Yeah.
Pretty late for a little guy like him. Young guy.
Hey, what are you doing?
Whoa! You're Wilbur Weathervane!
Out to make fun of me, are you? You're probably upset after I proved that I know more about magic than you thought at school this morning.
What? What are you talking about, Master Weathervane?
Wait a minute. He doesn't know what we're talking about? Oh my goodness. Was that boy in the class a fake? Is this the real boy and that was an imposter? Oh my goodness.
You were pretty cheeky at school this morning.
Which school?
There you go again, trying to make fun of me.
But Master Weathervane, I'd never.
This morning in the mage school, you were trying to make me feel uncomfortable and look stupid in front of the other students.
The mage school? In the upper town? I'm not even allowed there. I wasn't born in Seastone, and I'm certainly not important enough to enter the upper town without a good reason.
You mean to tell me you weren't in my class this morning?
In your class? To become a wizard? That would be so cool!
Oh boy. You don't have a twin brother, do
I
you?
still believe you're trying to make fun of me. Or do you have a twin?
Not that I know of, Master Weathervane. Hey, perhaps someone was controlling my thoughts without me realizing.
Huh.
Now I'm sure you're trying to make fun of me.
No,
Wilbur.
it is possible. Not all of the sorcerers, necromancers, and lawyers in the Shadow Army were captured, right?
What are you playing?
You look like you're training for an important battle.
No. I'm reenacting your battle. How you and Captain Bonnet and Princess Ivo defeated the Archwitch, Mortroga, in the Black Tower.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It must have been the greatest battle of all time. The
No.
solitary heroes, surrounded by monsters.
No,
standing
not
up
really.
To the leader of the Shadow Army and her son, Monkus.
Quite an exaggeration.
Boom, bash, ja!
Well,
I hate
maybe
to
it
break
wasn't
it to you.
quite that dramatic.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, little boy, but there really was no
the artifact
fighting.
of divine fate, and suddenly, peace. What's not dramatic about that?
Well, what do you know about that, about the
Do
artifact?
you know what the artifact of divine fate is?
It can fulfill your every wish. I bet you wished for evil to be defeated. Right, Master Weathervane?
We never used it. The Archmage warned us that the artifact was just too powerful.
But if you can wish for anything, why not just wish for good things?
Archmage Alistair doesn't believe the world works that way, and I trust him.
If that's what you think, then I think that too.
Well, the real boy here, instead of the fake one in the classroom, is clearly much more nicer. He just keeps calling him Master Weathervane. Is it time that you got back home?
It's getting late. Isn't it about time you went home?
I'll wait until all the guests have left the tavern. Sometimes Sloth and Blout give me a room, if no one is renting it.
Oh,
You
he's
don't have a real
homeless.
I've got lots of homes. Sometimes I sleep down in the tent city, and sometimes Widow Twanky lets me sleep on the bench in front of her fire. But if I can sleep in a real bed in the pub, then of course I'd prefer that.
Aww. If you like, you can come with me to the upper town.
I have a small room in the school. If you can't find a bed in the guest house, you're welcome to sleep at my place. My rabbit sheep won't be able to defend his bed in his usual manner, and I can sleep on the floor.
That would be wow! But the school's in the upper town. I'm not allowed to go there.
Ah, silly rules.
Rules, schmools.
Maybe you'll win the lottery.
Which lottery?
There's a lottery tomorrow. The winner gets to live in the upper town.
That would be fantastic!
Maybe you'll get lucky. Everyone has an equal chance.
I'm sure to win. And if not today, then perhaps next time.
Was good to see you again, or met you for the first time.
There's no way I would have forgotten if I'd met you before, Master Weathervane.
He's so
Either
nice.
the boy's making fun of me, or that's another item from our list of strange events.
Yep. Add that to the list. Let's see, Hey, Bill, about that password.
Bill!
So, Petey, what's the password?
Gold can't buy happiness.
As long as it's jangling in someone else's purse.
There it is.
Absolutely right. So, you wanted a barrel of brandy.
Right.
That'll be a small bag of silver. One barrel of brandy coming up.
There we go. And it's the one that's
it.
marked.
That's the barrel with the mark.
What did you say?
Nothing. Just thanks for the delivery.
As long as you pay, I deliver. Take care.
Bill didn't pay any taxes on that barrel. And those taxes build roads, care for the sick and elderly, and pay for my apple. Shield Hand won't be impressed.
Oh, Wilbur. I think you taking this a bit too seriously is gonna disappoint you at some point.
Sloth paid for that barrel fair and square, so it belongs to him. He should collect it before it disappears.
That's it? Okay, let's knock on the gate. Let Shield Hand know.
And?
Bill has delivered the marked barrel.
And has therefore cheated me. Just you wait. I'm gonna get the bribe money I'm due and then some.
Hey! Hello?
Shield Hand?
What about my exemption?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Shield Hand, we had a deal. And now Shield Hand's busy negotiating his bribe with Bill, and I'm stuck down here.
Great. Just great. Now what do I do? Let's head back towards the inn. Let me check on the,
The fire's melted the ice. Now it's water.
Okay.
The fire's melted.
Wonder what the point of that is. I guess maybe we'll head back in the inn? There's pretty much nowhere else we can go. Oh, hey, look, it's that reporter. It's the Mr. Fox. Let's quickly see if we can talk with Zoff and Blout before we speak with Mr. Fox.
Hello, Sloth.
Ah, Wilbur. Greetings.
So, part 1 of our barrel plan
You
worked.
delivered the barrel without paying tax on it.
And that's supposed to cause him problems?
Mr. Shield Hand is arresting him right now. Oh, talking to him. Oh, something.
Or something.
Those two don't particularly like each other, but they are dependent on the same people. They wouldn't, Blout.
Bash each other?
No.
Bite the hand that feeds.
Ah.
Right.
Oh, if only I was there. Then I could make sure they played by the rules. See you, Sloth.
So long.
I have a feeling that this is going to go horribly wrong. Wilbur's trying so hard to make them, like, follow the rules and do what's right and the laws, and it's not going to work. It just feels
I don't
that
have
way.
anything to talk to Blout about right now.
Alright, so then I guess when we come back, we'll be talking with Mr. Fox, the news reporter. Stay tuned.